Good morning, everyone.
Morning,
Light on the
John.
subject here.
Morning.
Morning.
John.
Actually, it's afternoon.
Let's see. Get over here to the page. And as usual, I got to move stuff around because that's what we got to do. Boo. Albums number 8. All right. Well, we've come way down in our membership here, but that's just fine. Maybe people are going back to work, huh? And that would be great as well. I did put up one more called bonus number 9, and if we look around, we see a lot of people wanting to continue this. I'll put a bonus number 10 up there. Just let me know on Facebook if you think you want to do another one. I'm sure we've got another. I've only created 250 plus assignments since I started Project 52, so I think I could dig some out for you. Just let me know. And bring the mic over here, and let's get going here. Before I get too far along, are there any questions from anyone about anything? All right, here we go. First up is Mike Carpenter. Mike, are you here?
Hi, Don.
Hi, Mike. Your light is beautiful on this. I would really like to see it be just a little brighter, though. Yeah, I know you're going for a real muted look here, right?
Yeah, I was, and I was trying to find that point where there's some color, but just enough to let you know there's color.
Mm-hmm.
Without doing that spot color effect kind of thing.
Yeah, and you desaturated, it says here in Lightroom. Took a little bit of stuff out.
Yeah, there's a post over in the comments. If you scroll down, you kind of see what the original colors were. A lot of real brassy colors to go along with that burlap.
Oh yeah. You did the right thing with the. I think your desaturation really pumped it up. The only thing I'm concerned about is that these highlights here, this one right here, and this one right here should be brighter. They should be brighter. That highlight on this silver and on this silver here should be almost white. I would say you're probably a half to 3/4 of a stop under.
Okay.
So give it a shot in Photoshop. Pull it up. You know, if you use the screen filter, that's a stop.
Okay.
Right. So use the screen filter and then just lower the screen filter to taste the transparency of it to taste. But I think if this was just about a half stop brighter, we'd get a little bit more feeling of a punch to it.
Okay.
But yeah, you did the
that.
right thing with the absolutely right thing with the taking all that brassy stuff out. That was
Cool.
terrible.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. All right. And this one is Arnold.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Arnold. So I'm sitting watching something last night with my wife, and she starts bouncing across the sofa going, oh, look at this one. Oh, look at this one. So she's a big fan of your shot here. Really beautiful triptych.
Right. I'm just concerned if this showed enough of a large diffuse light source. That was my only concern.
Yeah. This is beautiful, big light over here. You're not going to get that light from anything but a big light. Yeah. So sure.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I would do to tell you is to just put a little
Flame.
black something, maybe black here, a little black 4 pixels or something to break it apart, because right here it gets real cluttered. Right here, the triptych gets real cluttered. So go ahead and give it a little bit of a
border
frame there. Yeah.
Like a border, right? Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Really nice. What did you shoot this with? ISO 500, 105 Nicker. All right. 7-foot white umbrella with a one-stop diffuser.
So
That's a big soft light. Yep.
like it's a behind the scene. If you scroll to the next one,
Yeah. That's definitely a big soft light there.
but yeah, I had to diffuse it again. Because it was just too hot. So I had to put a light panel in the lower half of the 7-foot umbrella.
Sure. Sure. Very nice. I love your colors. Your exposure is dead on.
Okay.
Perfect.
I didn't do. Yeah, there's not much Photoshop on this. This is basically straight out of the camera.
Yeah, really, really pretty. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank-
Yeah, that's a lot of bright light right there. Yep.
Right.
It's the way to do it. Definitely a way to do it. Thank you, sir. Oh, I got to get in here and get rid of those drawings. There we go. And next up is Eileen Thomas.
Hey, Don, I'm here.
Hi, Eileen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this week?
Good. Now, is this on like white Plex?
It's on white ceramic tile.
White ceramic tile. Okay. So you're getting both a shadow and a reflection.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't have a behind the scenes. It's one big, it was my 2-foot by 2-foot softbox,
Yeah,
not
we get-
quite directly overhead.
Yeah, we get that big, beautiful liquid highlight right there. Really pretty up in here. The thing about that really big light when you're using reflective is that we get two lines. We get the reflection, and we know it's reflection because it's a sharp edge, and then we get that very subtle shadow.
Yeah,
That transition is so long there. And then
I know.
all of the top of this and all of the top of that is highlight from your big light. Really, really pretty.
Yeah,
At
love
first,
the,
I was trying to figure out what kind of light bulbs these were, and then I realized they're fingernail polish.
Right, exactly.
It is fingernail polish, right? It's not mascara?
It's nail polish, yeah.
I just don't buy mascara enough to remember.
Yeah. That's a different subject.
Yeah. 105 macro, beautiful. Very well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eileen. Thank you very much. And, ooh, that's pretty. Is Don here?
I am. How are you?
Good. Don, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I love that just a hint of light grabbing all the foil on the passport there. Grabbing it here very well. I mean, it's nice big light. We got nice soft transition shadows here. Nothing's hard. A total different look than last week's, obviously. And do you have a behind the scenes?
Yes.
Let's pop over there real quick. All right. Okay. All right. Really big scrim. Really big scrim. And your scrim is in front of your set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I got it flagged off behind it. So I made basically a softbox.
Right. So you got this is keeping the light from hitting the background.
Right.
And then your what I'm showing everybody is that his table is here, but his scrim is here, not here. It's all up in front. And so it has a very much the look of a soft window light. And you've got your light about, was that 2/3 up the scrim or half up the scrim? What is it?
Yeah, it's probably 2/3 up.
2/3 up the scrim, yeah. It's got a really nice soft look to it. Now that we know that the scrim is in front of the set, camera over here, we know the scrim is in front of the set. Let's go back and see what that does for an effect. And you can see the oops, sorry. You can see the window light look to this. It's light coming from the side, but it's coming beautifully from the side, a little bit to the front. The front of the passport's lit up, the front of the book's lit up, very much like a window would do. And by the way, for any of you folks who shoot people, that's where your softbox should be for people as well. So if you've got your person standing here, your softbox doesn't go there. Because if it does, you're wasting all that light. What's that light back there doing? It's not doing anything. You bring your softbox just to their nose or up to a foot in front of them. So you could be as far as up there, bring your softbox. Let the light come out. You can keep it oblique like I have it here. Where's the eraser? There we go. You can keep it oblique, or you can go back to a bit of a slant in towards the camera, like that. This will give you a little bit more light on this side of the face, a little bit more Rembrandt look to it. But don't put the softbox in the middle of the person, because you don't have much light left to light the person, and you're wasting all that surface behind them. All right, thanks, Don. Would you use your Sony A7 R2? Is that mirrorless?
Yes.
All right, cool. Is that a new one, Don, or is that a older?
No, they're up to the Mark IV now, but it's 60 something megapixels. Mine's 42. That
Wow.
seems to be enough.
Yeah, that's plenty. That's definitely plenty. Thank you. Thanks for that great behind the scenes. Ling.
Hi.
Hi. Wow. Look at those giant highlights. And this is a big light.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're really
nice.
good. They tasted pretty good. So.
Nice. I like your composition here. From an ad standpoint, I like it a lot. I would probably, I could see putting nice big headline up there.
Yeah.
Some stuff over here.
Yeah. I got some vertical shots too, and I was thinking the same thing, because I was just looking at Google images of blackberries and seeing what's out there, and I'm like, hey, could just kind of shoot for, room for text and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So the only thing I wish I could have added was just a couple leaves of blackberries, but I didn't have any until yesterday, so I might actually try to shoot some more with the leaves, add that.
The leaves?
like,
You mean
earthy feel.
they're like a dark green leaf?
Yeah, medium light. It almost looks like mint, but.
Okay. Keep it really small, because you've got a lot of purple and natural tones in here, right?
Yeah.
If you add green, understand it's going to snap the eye to the green. So be very, very careful. It maybe a green leaf underneath the spoon,
Yeah, subtle.
So the spoon mattens it down. Maybe a green leaf up here with a couple of berries near it, or two leaves with a couple of berries near it. Something like that could work really well, but be very, very careful with adding that bright color to this. As far as
really subtle, huh?
As far as your shot, I would probably tell you to crop it right about there and make this your shot. Oops, no, let's not crop that berry out. Let's go over there. Don't crop this berry. Scratch that. Come right up there. This is unneeded in your portfolio. This is very needed when you shoot for a client.
Oh, okay. So when you so you're saying images you put in the portfolio, if you just crop into how you don't take into account like room for text for portfolio images.
No,
Okay.
no. Because the person looking at it, the art director looking at it, is not going to know you left that room for text.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Yep.
And they're going to wonder why it's there. But what I'm saying, this is a great way to shoot. And then crop, what camera are you working with?
The Fuji X-T3.
That's 24 megapixels.
I should know. I feel like an idiot. I don't know. It's up there.
Okay.
I
I
should know.
I would tell everybody who wants to put together a commercial portfolio. Is that something you want to do, Ling?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone who's putting together portfolio, crop in Photoshop, not your camera.
Right.
If it looks great in the camera, back it up and then crop it in Photoshop.
Okay. I was cropped first in Lightroom, but maybe I should just do it.
No. Yeah, no, Lightroom's fine. Lightroom's fine. But that image, you learn now, practice now to not crop in the camera, and you won't have problems down the road. All the time when I was starting out, the art director would look at the Polaroid and say, back up, back up, back up. They need room to move. We're doing the photograph for them, and the designer's thinking, oh, that's really great. Now, here's the thing, Ling. You could turn this shot in, right? And then they go, yeah, we ran it in last week's brochure, and you go get the brochure, and they've cropped it like this.
Yeah.
And all you do is go, cool, smile and wave. There's nothing you can do about it. They're going to take your image and do something else with it, unless there's a layout that you're shooting to or something. So we just shoot it out. And if you're in the habit of shooting it out past the edge, then it won't be something new to you when you start shooting for clients.
Okay.
I mean, my gosh, guys, if we're shooting with something at 20 megapixels or 24 megapixels, we got so much room to crop. So much room.
Okay, well, that's good to know. It's a 26.1 megapixel.
Yeah, plenty.
And if a photographer has a low megapixel, then they wouldn't be able to crop so much. You lose the resolution, right? Is that what you're saying?
These days. But the truth is, when the 10D first came out, and God, that was a long time ago. But when the 10D came out, I did double trucks. I did 2-page spreads for magazines and brochures on that. And I think it was 6.2 megapixels. We had to interpolate it up. We had to res it up. There was no way it was going to go 17 inches wide at 300 DPI. So we'd have to res it up. And you can't tell the difference between it and something that was shot on a 5D or a 1DS. Not by the time it gets to the magazine, where they're going to make it into 300 dots per inch. Dots are bigger than pixels.
Right.
So it's going to look pretty much the same. At 20, and you said you had 26.1?
Yeah.
I was just consulting the thing that said 26 is the cutoff. So 0.1 right there, you're good.
That's funny.
I don't know what 0.1 comes to, 260 pixels
either.
or something, but there you go. All right. Nicely done. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love that. And I love the wood color and the blackberries. They're very natural colors. Really nice. A pair of shoes, a pair of boots. Oh, look at the light on that. Kevin.
No, then. All right.
Hi, Kevin. Big light source here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's my new tie, that one. I've just bought myself that one.
No, is this the new light?
Yeah, it's a birthday present from my son paid for it. It was an Amazon special, but I've promised myself one, and I've bought one.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you what's great about it?
Well, you can do, yeah.
I will. I mean, hey, yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
See these little flaps here?
Yeah.
These little flaps keep your light more focused. Right?
Yeah.
They're great. See these little flaps here?
Yeah.
They suck when you're shooting glassware or anything that reflects, because it's going to be reflected back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I have to, hold on, I have to show off my greatest prize. My current greatest prize.
She has a funny little thing in her face.
Oh, give her here. Grandpa hasn't gotten to see her for a day or two, so I'm going to give her a kiss. Hi, little one. Hi, yes. Take her.
How old is she, Dawn?
She is a week and 2 days.
But she's 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old.
2 weeks old tomorrow.
Wow, born during the pandemic. That had
Yep.
to be scary for parents and everything.
Yeah.
We didn't even get
Her
to
mom
see
gets mad because I call her Pandy, but hey,
She's beautiful.
better than Rona. Yeah. it's better than Rona.
Congratulations.
Did you do a newborn photo, Don?
Yeah, we've done a couple.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I did not put her in a pea pod, nor is she dressed up as a I don't know, a snail or whatever it is that they do. But no, I did one. Yes. So when you're doing glassware, Kevin or Kev,
Kev.
get a piece of diffusion material, soft diffusion material, and just clip it on the front.
Yeah.
And then you'll have it made. This behind a scrim is beautiful, but these little wing things, they're great for people. They're not so great for anything reflective. For soft images like you're doing here, diffused tabletop's fine. Really looks good. That looks really, really great.
The thing I don't know, Don, you'll be able to help me with is when I shoot with speed lights, and they've got a guide number of 60, so I believe that's quite powerful for I won't call it a speed light.
Yeah.
How big a softbox can you go before you're wasting your time with the speed light?
Okay. Good question. Good question. In the old days, not very big.
Yeah.
But in the new days with ISO 1200, you can get pretty big.
Yeah.
Here is the challenge. This is what a speed light looks like into a 60-inch umbrella.
Yeah.
See it? It's dark here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your 60-inch umbrella is really giving you about that much light, right? So do you know what a stofan is?
No, sir. No, I don't. No.
Okay, you got the top of your speed light like this. It's a little thing that comes off the top of the speed light, like a little cap, and it's diffused. They make, you can get them. Stofan is the brand. We call them all Stofans now, but you can get them on eBay for $2. They're just a little plastic diffused light. So the reason that this is happening is your speed light is coming out of a little bitty square.
Yeah.
And I know they go, well, you can dial it back and get 17 millimeters and it sprays it everywhere. Yeah, this is at 17 millimeters. Spraying it everywhere. That's as far as it gets because you're only 24 inches from the umbrella. So you get this hot spot. So I put the Stofan on it, and then the Stofan shoots the light sideways, up, and down. That's what it's doing. It's just doing all that, right? The light is coming out of the box of the speed light, hitting this diffused cap, and the cap becomes the light source. So how does that change it? Like that.
Whoa, yeah, yeah.
That's with the cap on. You're getting light everywhere into the umbrella. Now, if you're using a soft box, I still put the cap on.
Yeah.
Because it spreads the light all. Now you're hitting the sides of the soft box, which is what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Now, you ready for a real brain teaser? Here's the deal. You got your speed light. If you go to super wide, whatever it is for your camera, super wide, and the little thing flops down.
Yeah.
At 17 millimeters on Canons, 17 millimeters is minus 1 stop from normal. Normal.
Yeah.
If you zoom it to 200, plus 1 stop. Zoomed.
When we're talking zoom, we're talking the zoom on the
flash.
On the flash.
Yeah. plus 1 stop on the zoom because you're concentrating that light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's really cool. The Stoffen is a minus 1 stop. And then you zoom the strobe and you plus 1 stop and you're back to normal.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're zooming because the light that you're zooming still hits that Stoffen, and the Stoffen is the light source.
Mhm.
Lots and lots of ways to skin that cat. So to answer your question, yes, you can put a speed light with a Stoffen inside a 4x8 softbox. It's not going to be terribly powerful within there, but you'll get nice light. However, you can also zoom your ISO up to ISO 1200 and have plenty of light to shoot with.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was, so with it being a new toy, I didn't know what size to buy. And I'd seen an article on one of the YouTubes saying that, oh, it was a waste of time getting this because you lose the light out of it and is that and so other. So I went for an 80mm square one. So it was sort of like, to me, it was midway. It wasn't a real little one, but it wasn't a big one.
No, that's a good one to have. If you're going to have one, that's the one you want for tabletop.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah.
It'll be good for a headshot, something like that. But you know, it's not going to be great for a motorcycle or anything like that.
No.
But it's going to be absolutely great for this, and it's not too big if you wanted to shoot jewelry. Sometimes if you're shooting jewelry, your light source can be too big. And you're looking for a 2-foot square softbox. So you're good.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Kev. I love the highlight all the way through the shoe here. That big soft light does a nice job. You like it?
I do, yeah. I'm quite happy with it.
Good.
I pondered all week on what I was going to shoot, and I was working in the garden, and they're my gardening trainers. And I thought, I'm going to shoot these. They've got a bit of texture to them. I'm going to have a go at these. So they ended up on my table.
Yeah. Nice shot. Beautiful light.
Beautiful
light. And Alex Baker. Alex, are you here?
Hello. How are you?
Hi, Alex. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Yeah.
And my wife wants this one on her wall as well.
Oh, right. Cool.
I got somehow she ended up on this page, I think through a comment or something, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful! Oh my God, this is beautiful!" I'm like, yeah.
Oh, well, she's welcome to print it if she would like to.
Oh, she's a fan. Really, really pretty. That's a very.
Honestly, Don, I really struggled to come up with ideas this week. It was tough.
Really Rembrandt-y kind of light. And let's see what you did behind the scenes. Okay. Oh. So what's
really,
behind the
really
is that
high
window
tech.
or is that strobes back there?
That's the window, yeah. That's the window.
Very cool.
And the green shoes are obviously, really doing a lot technically to the shot.
Well, when I looked at this shot here, I could feel those green shoes. I think Don Fidel's with me on that. Mark Manny, he's smiling. He knows. He knew those green shoes were there. There's a tip off. There's a tip. We just can't tell you. Mark, don't tell her. Don't tell her what it is. But anyway, is this oblique to the windows, or do you have it twisted a little bit towards the windows, or
it might have been slightly facing towards the window. I thought it was fairly flat on, but I don't think it was completely. So
okay. Because
there was a bit of a gradient, yeah.
Yeah, I love the gradient back there. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty. Nice. How long I bet it took you longer to do the
yeah, because it's a bit of material. When I went back to my mum's in February, I asked her if she had she's a hoarder. So every time I go back, the knife was hers as well. I steal things from her I ask her first, I don't steal them. And so I asked if she had any bits of old cloth that she didn't want. So she gave me a whole bunch of stuff, and it had all been ironed and it was a bit stiff. So I need to run it through the washing machine, I think.
Nice. Yeah. If you haven't played with cloth yet, folks, you're going to love it. What a nightmare. What a nightmare.
And then the bowl is actually do you know those Tibetan prayer bowls?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's one of them. It's not actually a bowl. It's a musical
Oh,
instrument.
it's a musical instrument.
Yes.
Cool. How many Tibetan prayer bowls do you have?
I only have one.
Oh, only one? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's an A, the one I have, because I needed it for a particular piece, so a while back.
Well, I haven't written a piece of music in 30 years, and I am working on a piece for bass and marimba.
Oh, nice.
For you and your husband.
Oh.
And now I know you have a Tibetan prayer bowl. I can do that as well. I just want to make it easy so you don't have to go and get a bunch of stuff you don't have. You don't happen to have a gong, do you?
I have a couple of small ones, Chinese opera gongs.
Oh, okay.
I should send you a list of what I have.
Send me a picture. Send me a picture of them,
Okay.
this little iPhone photograph, so I can get an idea of the pitch quality of them.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool.
You do not have a vibraphone, I was told.
No, I was thinking of trading in my marimba for a vibraphone, actually, because I really want to learn jazz vibes, but I haven't yet.
Oh. Hold on the marimba for just a little bit longer.
Will do.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Really nice. All right. Greg Reeves. Greg.
Hey, Don.
Greg, sir. Hey, how are you?
Good.
All right. Greg, what is the phone number for your local county supervisors? I'm turning your ass in at the beach, buddy.
Why? What did I do?
You're at the beach.
Oh, no. Hold on a second. This is gonna. I was working on a video project, and I got some footage here. It's gonna show up behind me in a sec. You'll see. Any time now.
Not here.
You missed it.
Dang it.
That's all right. We'll show you later.
So what is this this thing hanging here?
This is an old canteen. I want to say my grandparents brought it back from their trip to Portugal 40 years ago or more.
Wow.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I got in my office there. I like it. I need to get away from this screen.
And what are you lighting it with?
Sunlight. I got it behind the scenes next picture. And Scrim.
Oh, a Scrim. Oh, cool. These things are the best money you can buy, you can spend on photography, folks. If you're any kind of photographer, outdoor, indoor, whatever. Those. Is this the middle of a 5-in-1 or is this just a Scrim?
No, it's the middle of a 5-in-1.
Yeah. Get the 5-in-1. Get the black, white, silver, gold, and this thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get them for. I got a 6-foot one here. I think I got it. It was $40 at Amazon. A Newer or something. They're just awesome. And that big Scrim, you can do so much with it. Just being outside and look at the Scrim light. It's just gorgeous light on it. It's just beautiful. I think I would tell you, you might be a little bright.
Yeah.
Maybe. Check this area, Greg. Check this area out right here.
Okay.
Right? See how dark that is.
Okay.
That would probably be that or this would be the darkest area on the thing, and I'm just wondering how black that is. I don't even know how black it should be, but I think we bring it down a little bit. You pop the color and you pop the contrast just a little bit. Did you do anything in Photoshop with it?
I did. I lightened it a little bit, and in real life, I took it's a little more red than that. The wood has got a rich red tone. I kind of took that out some.
Okay. So. Yeah. Check your levels and see what they're telling you.
Okay.
Maybe you can just slide that black level up just a little bit. Really cool. What lens, sir?
I think that's the 50mm. And it's the ISO 64 1/200th of a second. And I think it was f2.2. It's listed on the next. There you go. Yeah. Just.
Oh, okay. Now, everybody look at that. Just imagine that's all we had 25 years ago was ISO 64, well, 40 years ago, ISO 64 film. And in bright sunlight, we're at f2 at a 200th of a second. If you needed f16, maybe you was on a tripod.
Yeah.
On a real tripod.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you, Greg.
You bet. Thanks, Don.
Yeah, Julie, you got a pour shot. Look at that.
I did.
I like your composition.
Thank you.
You move us right through the picture. Yeah. Pour looks really good. I imagine this is Julie Leroux's famous window over here.
It is a window light, yes.
Yes. We don't refer to it anymore as a window. It's the window.
Okay.
Julie is a master of that window. That's really,
Thank you.
really pretty.
Thank you.
What's are you building up your ambient? Because your ambient back here is nice and open. It's not too dark. It's not going black. Are you filling it or?
No, I didn't use a fill. I mean, it's open on the right, you know, to the rest of the room. But I didn't use a fill because I think we had talked about not using a fill. So, yeah.
Well, it really does look pretty, and your tones all the way through the shadow just really punch the picture nicely.
Thank you. Thanks.
What lens did you use?
It's a 24. There is a behind the scenes.
Oh, let's see that. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. And somewhere I had what it was, but it was 24 to 70. I think it was set at about 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're shooting at home right now, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That looks really good. I'll go back and look at your napkin. Looks great.
Thanks.
Working with cloth is so hard.
Yeah, I found somebody had recommended their from Crate and Barrel, if anybody's interested, they're linen napkins. You can buy them individually with no shipping. The color, and I like the blue, so I just bought the blue, but I may go back and buy others. They're, they're not totally cheap, but I really like them. I've had other napkins and I don't like them as much.
Mm-hmm.
You can work with them.
Great.
Yeah.
We talk a lot in Project 52. For those of you not in Project 52, we talk a lot about production value. And production value is the photographer taking over as much of the aspect of the photograph as they can. It's not like photojournalism where we don't have, ethically, we can't go and move that car into the scene to make it look better. We don't do that. Reportage is somewhere in the middle. And then we have this kind of photography where we're actually creating the photograph. And Julie has got blue, 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 blue. It's such a well-created photograph. And I think you could all see what I'm talking about. If this was a red napkin and a green plate, and this was kind of a gray thing here, and she's pouring out of a red cup, it just wouldn't have the look of polish that it does. And that's where really owning your shot, owning your set, owning everything about it comes into play. So again, Julie, really nice. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much. There we go. And the next one is, whoa, strawberries, Alona.
Hi, Don.
Hi. Pretty good job on the napkin, too.
Oh, thank you.
Got one little kink, but it's not kinked enough to be a problem.
Okay, good.
This is where, when you're working with cloth, this is where you just want to scream. And the question is, well, how do you fix it? The same way you're thinking of fixing it, how you fix it. Rolled up newspaper, rolled up toilet paper, toilet paper rolls. You want to have, 3 or 4 toilet paper rolls in your kit. If you're doing food styling, you can grab them and roll them around things. Aluminum foil if you need more kick to it. But yeah, they're rarely do we get them to just fall into place. We're actually forming them into place. That looks really, really good. Big soft light. Look at that. Look at that. Do you have a, this is beautiful too, by the way. Good job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at that highlight right here. We got a little one over here. There's a lot of dimension to this image. A lot of dimension. It has a vignette. Is that a natural vignette?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it is.
Now, what did you do to this in Photoshop?
I adjusted a little bit of the colors to the red because for some reason I always have problem with brightness and almost very saturated. So I played with the colors, and then I bring up a little bit of the texture and the curves too to get the pop, the way how I see it.
Now, did you desaturate these guys?
Not really. It looks a little desaturated on a screen.
Yeah, it looks it looks to me like we could pump a little more color out of them, which would be super simple to do.
Yeah, because it does look little. It has more color and it's a little more vibrant in my computer.
Yeah,
or even on my phone. So it might the way how I uploaded it maybe
is crunching the heck out of this picture on their server.
Yeah, because it's on my phone is very vibrant.
Yeah, and then you're also looking at it going through Zoom, which is further crunching it down to get bandwidth. So, but yeah, maybe just a little bit, just a hint may work. Looks really good. We got a 2470 at 46 window light. All right, very cool. Is this handheld?
Yes, because I was above it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I have a next one shows this setup. The next picture.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got your window over there. I really love the fact that you got your diffuser in close. That's where it needs to be. Really pretty. That's why, and your diffuser being in here is why when you laid the fork here, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, and it picks up the diffuser. Is this shiny paper over here?
Yes, the inside of the coffee bag.
Inside a coffee bag.
So
All right. Let's go back to the image and see what what that is doing. It's opening it up just a little bit there. Very nice. Oh yeah, look, you can see it there. Oh, there you go. You can see it really well right there on that berry. You can see it on that berry. Yeah, cool. Cool. So it's not working like a fill. It's working like just an accent light.
Yeah, just to make sure that it doesn't blend in. It's not too dark, so it has a little more definition.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, because up in here, this has not gone black. There's plenty of texture in there, all the way through it. Yeah, cool. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I would tell you to do is just pop a little more saturation. Let's make those berries look juicy, kind of thing. Looks great.
Right. It totally is in my picture. I mean, I put on Instagram and it looks totally different than it is in here. I don't know why the color got so washed out. It's definitely more vibrant and deep, rich reds.
Good. Good. I don't know if Zoom really recognizes any kind of profile at all. Because I used to, when I would do this, I'd have the picture on my monitor, which I'm using the big 27-inch Mac on my monitor, and it would look pretty good. And I'd have it coming through a little Windows laptop over here, and the difference was astounding. Didn't look anything like it looks on my Mac. So very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. I have to buy a new Mac. Dang it. I was hoping I could put that off for a while, but my MacBook Pro bit the dust. Mark Manny, what are these guys?
Those are little turnips. Someone was writing a blog about a farm share, and they sent him the farm share, and he said he needs some photos for it. So I helped him out with that, and then I started doing this. And this is from the root vegetable bag. So these are all farm fresh and picked with, it's not like what you get in the grocery store. It's a little bit fresher.
Very, very modern approach to composition. This is a very deliberate image. This wasn't like a grab shot, correct?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I started blank and started placing one by one. And the little green on the lower right corner was a mistake. And I saw it, no, the one underneath it. I was like, I kind of like it. It looked, I didn't plan it there, but then when I saw it.
That ain't a mistake. That's subconsciously giving us foreground, because you took all our background away. We have, nothing back there. You brought it to life. That's perfect. I do like your high horizon. There's a way of shooting in photography and in art that is almost anti-classical, and we're not going to. It's not postmodern by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a little bit anti-normal, right? You could put everything in the middle of the frame and shoot it, and it would be a fairly normal looking image. This was used by a client, a blogger, you said?
He was doing a blog about, it's called Flavors Unknown, and it's all about food and restaurants and high-end chefs.
What did he do with this shot? Did he put text above it?
I provided him a couple of different ones, so he hasn't actually used this yet. This is coming out in the next week or two.
Yeah,
you mentioned it earlier, though. Whenever I provide something, sometimes he takes an Instagram of it, so it's only a square of this. I'm like, and you just sort of have to be like, oh, great, thanks for using it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, the first thing I thought of was I would put a little block of text right there about the food, just because it's so minimalist. Everything is minimalist about it. Nothing in that corner, nothing in that corner. These here, the horizon line up there, and then this subtle grading from the top down. I like it. Mark, if you asked me why I like it, I couldn't tell you. I just like it. I mean, it's not like it does this or it does that or whatever. I just like it. Cool colors, really great. Brave. It's a brave photograph, so good for you.
Thank you.
And we have
By the way, in that bag was a bunch of other things that I couldn't recognize. I gave it to a person who's in the bag root vegetables. When you're saying what are those things on the left, I said, what are these? They turned out there were a bunch of Jerusalem artichokes, things I'd never seen before in that bag of root vegetables. So it was kind of fun. I'll show you some other images maybe in the Project 52 class.
All right, cool.
So many different things I'd never seen. It was very cool to shoot.
Remember to tag me. Well, I probably have seen what are those special tomatoes called? Heirloom tomatoes. I've probably seen them all my life, but I didn't really see them until last year, and someone photographed them. Now I go down and I'm like, oh, these are beautiful. Man, you talk about a subject that can be photographed. So I said to the guy, I said, are these new? He looks at me and goes, no, we've carried those for 30 years.
It's funny.
Never saw them. Looks great, man. Really good. Really, really good. Sophie Benoit.
If she's not here, if you could do her at the end, she had to work earlier.
Okay, great. We will catch her. Mark Shaw, classical still life.
Thanks, Don.
Whoops, this is your behind the scene. Good.
Yep.
All right, so you've got your scrim leaning forward, softening the light from the top, or taking it down from the top. It won't be as bright up here as it is down here. Let's go back and look at the shot. A little bit more punch down here, a little bit less up here. Is it helping your flowers? Is that why you did it?
Yeah.
Love the fact that you didn't lose the paper. Love the fact that we've got separation there. Want to come strangle you because of the damn tangent. Flowers look great. What did you do? Did you desaturate this at all?
Well, I went into HDR, analog effects again.
Okay.
Quite like it. Only this time I sort of made it a little bit different from the other one that I posted like that.
Okay. I like the way the flowers in the vase turned out a lot. I mean, the shot looks great. Shot looks great. I have a minor critique, and that is, whenever you're doing handles, if that horizon is going to show through the handle, there better be a reason for it.
Okay.
In this particular case, what happens is the horizon is the same color, you see that, as the handle, and we lose the handle totally. I would have moved this guy back and put your horizon right there. So the handle could come up into the negative space, revealing the shape of the handle. We lose the shape of the handle here. I mean, yeah, our brain fills it in. We know it's there, but it becomes a point of confusion when we look at it. We get that dark area here, then this, and we wonder about what that is. Your fill or whatever, are you using fill? Because
Nope.
You got some great texture and light within those shadow areas. Looks really, really good.
No, I tried it with fill, but I didn't like it as much as I liked it without.
Okay. Let's look at your set. Very cool. Next time you set something up like this, get this scrim here, get it right up on there.
Okay, it was getting into the shot. That's why I backed it off a bit.
You can't. It can't be in the shot. Obviously, you got to pull it out. Yeah. But I don't think if it was here that it would be in the shot, would it? If it was on the table? Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
You're not using a wide angle, are you?
This was shot at 35.
Yeah. All right. Slightly more encompassing. Yeah, you got to keep it out of shot, obviously. Your back doesn't look like it's going pure black, so you have that nice deep gray, and that really looks good against the bright side of the cup. Good shot, Mark, and thanks for the great behind the scenes. Really
Thanks, Don.
Yeah, good, man. Oh, Bonnie Mitchell. Is Bonnie here?
Hey.
Hey,
yeah, I'm here.
Bonnie?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
Good. I love your horizon line with this sort of dark blending back. It's really pretty. And then the top of this thing catching all that light. You've shot still life before, haven't you?
Well, no, not really. I haven't. I have taken your class in Creative Live, though, and paid attention.
Did you get it on sale, Bonnie?
I did, yeah.
Good, good. Heaven forbid any of you pay full price.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was really hard the first time I went into Barnes & Noble and saw my first book in the bargain rack, but hey, that's what happens. Really, really pretty. And what I love about this is this darkness back here makes all of this just really stand out so beautifully against the dark. Do you have a fill on this side, Bonnie, or?
No. In fact, I put a flag on that side because I had some light coming in from a big window over there, and I didn't like it.
So you knocked it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have it behind the scenes?
I do.
Let's take a look. That's a really pretty shot. Your composition's great. Bringing it up like this, taking this out like that, really nice. So many nice things about the shot.
Thank you.
Ah, okay. All right. So you know what's giving you a little bit of fill? Let's go back and look at your shot. You're getting a little, see how this is lit up? And that's
Yes.
being lit up from what? What do you think?
The table maybe
The table.
is, yeah.
The table.
I
The
did,
tables.
over on the left where that bright highlight is on the table, I handheld another scrim to kind of knock that down because it was really bright initially on the table.
Over here?
Yeah, that triangle there.
Right.
But
And
that's
you're saying
only,
it was really hot right in here?
yeah.
All right. Let's go back and look. And you used a scrim or did you use a
Oh, sorry.
dartboard?
I misspoke. I used a flag there. I used
flag, okay.
some foam core.
Yep. 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 And look at it. It's very, very, it's getting a little bit dark in here. These guys are starting to feel the effect of the flag, but not on top because they're round. So it really feels good. Nicely done.
Thank
What
you.
do you normally
Thank
shoot,
you.
Bonnie?
I'm sorry.
What
Do I
do you
normally
usually shoot?
Landscapes, outdoors, that sort of thing. Macro, outside.
Are you enjoying shooting on a table?
I am loving it, and I'm learning so much. I'm so appreciative of this workshop that you've done.
Oh, thank you. There's
Thank
the added benefit of no mosquitoes.
Oh, this is true. No bugs, no gnats.
No bugs, gnats. Last time I was
Ticks.
in Colorado, I had to wear a net. They were so thick. I had to wear that net, and I'm like, this isn't fun.
Oh, they get up your nose. That's no
Oh.
fun.
Well, beautiful shot. Good, 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 good.
Thank you very much.
Good. Lens, what we got going here?
It's a 2470 at 35 millimeters.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Daniel Franks.
Hey, Don. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, sir. One big light. Oh, in San Diego. I love, this looks like a painting in so many ways. Not just your surfaces and stuff, but the way the painters would paint the insides of bowls to be bright, so because they would notice that caught the light. That looks really great. Your background is far enough back that it's getting its own light, because whatever you're doing here, these things aren't throwing shadows against it at all. So I love the way that the shadow sides of all of these things come against the background. Beautifully done. The highlight in the glasses is great. This looks great. And I like the fact that you pulled back a little bit for the shot.
Yeah, thanks. I spent quite a bit of time on the glasses. Initially, they were both reflecting the scrim completely, and it looked a little off. So I positioned them so just the one lens was reflecting it, and that didn't look right either. So then I pushed them back a little bit and got the shade from the books.
Yeah.
So so that lens is only partly reflecting, and I think that looked better.
Yeah, it's actually reflecting the book is what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool. To reflect or not to reflect is a age-old question. And the only one that can answer it is you.
Yeah.
You're either going to like it, want to do it, or you're not going to like it, not want to do it. Unless you have a client, and then of course we're all on board with whatever the client wants.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as we know how to do both, we're good. What is it it's sitting on there? Is that a little pouch?
It's actually a round wooden trivet that the pitcher and the bowl are sitting on.
Oh, okay. This thing here? Okay. No, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, that's the case for the glasses.
Case for the glasses. Okay. So these are quite old. All of this stuff is quite old then.
Yeah. Some things I picked up off of Etsy.
Oh, neat. You have behind the scenes. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Flag for the backdrop. got your 8600 quite a ways back from the scrim. And so you're really lighting the whole shebang with
Yeah.
that. This darkness here is created by
the upper corners is done in Lightroom, just a slight vignette.
right here.
Yeah, and the lower part of the backdrop is actually, that's part of the design of the backdrop.
Oh,
It's actually
okay.
darker in the corners.
Okay, so you're just using this this flag here to keep it just neutral over here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
Because it was really bright.
All right.
And then I also had to pull down the left edge of the image because the translum was so close, there was quite a bit of fall off across the image. It was really bright right beside the translum.
And we have this thing called the inverse square law.
Yep.
And so, you know, you're going to lose 2 stops to the middle of your bowl, essentially. So yeah, the gradient right across. That's one of the reasons why we keep the lights very close to the subject, is that you can build in gradient just from the inverse square law. And gradient usually trumps something very flat, unless you're doing something like we did last week where you want that flatness. And then, of course, you pull your light far back, change it. Really good, man. And a D750 with 105, which gives us this, just a slight bit of flattening. And again, great use of horizon to get our images, get our stuff up against the background. Cool.
Thanks.
Yes, very cool. Good wine was spilled in the making of this image. Well, of course it was, Carmen. Of course it was. Wow, beautiful. Are you doing some dark field lighting here?
Yes.
Really gorgeous. And through here, you've got something up front here. You can see
I had a fill card.
Fill card?
To get the.
This is gorgeous here.
Go
ahead.
It's multiple. It's stacked in multiple layers in Photoshop.
No, it's stacked. And why did you stack it? To focus stack it, or are you stacking it?
Yes, focus stacking, because the corks, to get the label and the corks in focus, even though I was at F13 or F11, I forget.
Yes. Yes. Oh, very nice. I love that. I love the fact that you're not focus stacking all of the image. So many people, when they go into focus stack, they focus stack everything. And I'm thinking, well, we'll just focus stack what you need. Bottle looks great. There's your behind the scenes over here. This is what we were talking about. We said dark field lighting, folks. She's shooting into the softbox, but she's got a black card behind just the subject. And then the light is bleeding back from the three directions. So the glass is getting the light from above. All of these edge lights over here is this light coming in here, and the same over here. The same with the bottle is the light on this side, and the light that's hitting the tops of these all the way through here is the side light here. And again, the top, exposed top, is what's doing the top of the cork there, top of this cork as well. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
What's it shot on, Carmen?
Cutting board.
Oh.
An old one that we have at home.
Nice. It's really cool. Such a lovely shot. What did you shoot this with? 105 at 105.
Yeah. Yeah, it really hurt to pour that wine. It really was good wine. But it's all I had.
Oh, you actually opened up a 2018 Duc de Belmont?
No, 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 no. I had an open bottle already, and so I poured a little bit in the glass, and then tipped it, and then cried.
Carmen, if you tell me you ran over there and licked the wine up from the cutting board, we're going to have to send
No, no, I did
somebody
not.
over for intervention.
No, did not. No, I did not do that.
Okay, good.
But what somebody pointed out was that there's 2 corks and 1 glass. I said 55 days of confinement is over.
That's why the glass is spilled. That first bottle of wine, which I've been told was Boone's Farm, is gone. Boone Farm strawberry something.
Strawberry Hill.
Strawberry Delecto.
I think it was. Yeah.
Nice shot, Carmen. Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're over here with Kim.
I'm here.
Hi, look, I see your behind the scenes big soft light coming from over here. Doing a great job on the pipes here and this, and you're good job with the burlap. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All tucked in here, nice, no kinks in it.
I had to steam the front part of it because it kept wrinkling in places I didn't want it to wrinkle.
That's been going on with my face too. But what is lighting up? This is just being lit from the scrim, it looks like.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow, it's just catching enough light. I really like it. I like your setup. I like how you've got things coming in out and out from the here, coming out from there, mixed right in there. That looks really, really good. Almost had a tangent here, but you pulled it off. Pulled it off.
Those there were maybe a few swear words involved with those pipes leaning the way I want them to lean. A lot of quake hold involved there.
Yeah, they wouldn't stay where you wanted them, huh?
No, and when I got one the way I wanted them to, then the paper wasn't exactly right, so I had to fix the paper, and then yeah, it's there. I did many versions, some with the pipes on top of the box, one on top, one down, one leaning against. So yeah. But I ended up liking this one the best.
Yeah, I like how your bright flowers go against the obviously dark area back there because your light's coming from this way. Then these lights come out from that shadow and all of this. The thing I would tell you to do, Kim, is to take this black corner right here.
Yes.
And just really darken it, taking it down to something like that.
Yeah, that was the part I didn't like either.
Yeah, I just bring it way down. Just
okay.
Way down. And then when you do that, you'll probably want to put a little highlight then across the top of this burlap. Just a very soft little highlight, just to get that feel of the light coming back in. Looks really good. Everything looks very good. No fill as well. Very good. Super. Lens? Oh,
50
Pentax
millimeter.
50 millimeter. What'd you do in Photoshop with this image?
I put a little vintage wash on it.
Okay.
And that's pretty much about it. The shadows in the back were really dark, and so I lightened those up a little bit.
Okay. That's these guys up here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were almost black.
You bring that down here. You put a little bit of darkness coming right across here, just a little bit. Up here, we want to see it. Down here, we don't want to see it. We only want to feel it, just like that. See how natural that is?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that right here. Now pull our eyes back into the velvet can.
Okay.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Richard Neubuck.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Richard. This is very cool. What are you doing here?
It's the explosion of an egg when the chicken is hatching.
Okay. Is this a scrim? That's a big scrim.
Yes, there is a softbox behind the big scrim.
How big
Scrim
is
is
that?
angled
How
and
big
the
is that scrim?
softbox
That
is
scrim
also
looks like
angled.
it's like 8 feet wide or something.
It's, let me measure it. It's about 150 centimeters.
Where did you get one that big?
Amazon.
Wow. That's pretty darn big. Unless I'm looking at this thing. That's a table there. This thing's 3 times those.
That table. It's a really small table. It's
beautiful.
A small bystanding table from IKEA.
Yeah, yeah. I love the lights, the light that you've got here. It's really soft. Now you got a light from above here, and then you got a light from the side, right?
There's just a silver reflector.
Silver reflector. That's why it's so bright over here, going off to dark. Wow.
Yes.
Obviously not shot in one picture.
No.
All right.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pictures.
And how did you get these things flying in the air?
On wood sticks stuck in foam core. I glued them to the wood sticks, stuck the wood sticks in foam core right outside the frame.
Oh, okay.
And held them in place. And when I was satisfied with the arrangement, then I took one out each at a time and took another picture. Then combined every picture in Photoshop, also with the feather that's dropping.
Mm-hmm.
That one was dropped by hand and caught at the right time. Dropped a lot of feathers.
And then this one up here is just dangling from something.
That's dangling from a wood stick too.
Richard, that's a really cool shot, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's good. That's good portfolio material. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
It was
now,
that up.
Is this a separate shot? This one here? That piece of egg?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's move it so we don't have a tangent there.
Okay.
You've got a little bit of room between this one, a little bit of room between this one. We got to get a little bit of room between that one as well. Now you do have random distances of room. So this is not what I call an everything in its place still life. This is it's supposed to look like an explosion and look random.
Yeah, that was the hardest part. At first, it was too regular.
Yeah, and then by placing the falling feather right in the center and everything else sort of aiming at it, that's your prize. That's your subject. Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
What lens did you use?
100 millimeter.
100 millimeter. Wow, keep doing shots like that, Richard. Yeah,
will do. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's really well thought out and well executed. Very nice. Donna.
Hello, Don.
Hi, Donna. This is really nice.
Thank you.
Got some good textures going on here. You got all these antique things. Beautiful light on the top of that, and a rope. Thanks. Looks great. All the way through here. Is there a behind the scenes?
I think it's the next shot, yeah.
All right. Big soft box to the back or scrim. Window. Oh,
window.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Window. I should have seen it.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. And
thank you.
It's naturally brighter up here than it is here, right?
Yes.
Because you're fairly close to that window, so that's a little bit of light falling off there. I really like this. Your composition is really good. We talk about everything in its place kind of composition. And
Yeah.
one of the things that everything in its place means is you can separate things to make them look somewhat random, but they cannot be really random. The moment something has more room around it than something else, it becomes the star. So in this picture, the pencil tends to be the star of the shot because of the color of it.
Yes.
It's the only bright thing in the middle. But see this distance here, and this distance here, and this distance here, and that distance there, and this distance down here. They're all pretty darn close. So they're all relating to each other. But the pencil's got a little bit more there and a little bit more there, although down here it's still that relatable distance. That just sort of sets it off. So that and the color puts the pencil as the clear leader, plus everything else around here is there to support the pencil. Pencil's right in this, got to use that. You got a pencil sharpener here. Really a very nicely done and well executed image. No two angles on there here are the same.
Thank you.
When you're moving stuff around to get angles, that's what'll go make you go nuts. Really well done job. Let's look at your behind the scenes here. Yeah, big tall window, and you're shooting very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking advantage of all of that light.
Yeah.
You remember the lens?
It's my 50
Oh,
mil
okay.
auto or manual focus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really well done. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Yeah. Man, you guys are knocking me out. This class is really JT Media.
Hi, Dawn.
How are you, Jennifer?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good.
I feel like I might have missed the assignment because everybody else did Dark and Moody, and I stayed away from Dark and Moody this time.
No, there was no dark and moody component.
Okay.
No, you're fine. You've got your great big light source to the side here. Or is that a window?
It is a window. I'm in the kitchen and there's two windows on either side, so you see the one kind of peeking out, but I was using the one on the left.
Yep. So we've got this big, beautiful highlight that runs down there. Beautiful highlight that's in the cap. And then something's over here. That is the
So I have a reflective
silver
card.
reflecting board. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's lighting this area up. Also,
Yeah, because it was really dark. Yeah.
Touching this. Did you have to lighten the labels?
You know, I did a little bit with not a whole lot. I did do just a little bit around the middle part.
Okay. Right in here?
Yeah, maybe a little bit further out, but yeah. So
okay.
Up, yeah. Definitely
What I want you
there.
to do, how did you lighten it? Did you use Vivesa or something like that?
I use Lightroom, and that I'm not very good at what the tools are called, but it's the one that is
The
an
brush.
adjustment brush, I think.
Yeah, adjustment brush. Okay, go back into Lightroom with your image and make sure that this brightness that you have here is matched over here. Because from a consumer's point of view, from a viewer's point of view, I'm wondering why this one is brighter than this one, and they're the same label.
So I use the same stroke, but I think what it is, to your point, is that reflector made that one brighter naturally. So I need to up the other one.
Exactly. Exactly. You just need to up it a little bit, just so it matches this one.
Makes sense.
Your set looks really good. Your product looks really good. Nice highlights in here, nice highlight in the cap. Good product shot for sure. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
105 millimeters, and were you on a tripod?
Yes.
Okay, good. Shooting text like this is hard anyway. If you guys aren't on a tripod for that, it's not going to be in
The only way I could do it is I use Capture One just to make sure I can see it all.
Oh, okay.
And it's amazing how in you can get with that to make sure it's perfectly in focus.
Excellent. Well, you know, working. Are you shooting tethered?
I am.
Good. Good. Wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Patrick, that's some good
Hey,
light
Dan.
here. Big soft box to this side. A soft scrim or something.
Big
And then
softbox, or
what is it?
it's a 4-foot octabox.
Octabox to this side. Beautiful. And then we've got a soft box or a fill card.
There's a card off to camera right, which was just kind of coincidental. I think I put them down because I'm shooting in my garage, and I just put it down, and it happened to work out. That was like a happy accident.
Okay. Got it. Nicely done. How did you get the dark edge up here? That's just, is that just, there's nothing above it, right?
No, there's none of it. That
Yeah. So it's
was
literally
just messing, like moving. Yeah, just moving the light around till I got it the way I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even in the background pictures, I shot it straight on, you know, 90 degrees to the side, and then I like the 45 the best. So it just kind of fell off the way it rounds off the top.
Yeah, there's nothing up here.
Nope.
And so it just doesn't see anything. It's nice and even though, and that's what I like about it. It's just very subtle right through here. Right back here, you got a very soft edge, but it's there. It's definitely there. You didn't lose this mixer at any point. Good for you. Good for you. Absolutely. That's going to be the hardest thing in the world is to shoot a white mixer against a white background. And what you have to do is you've got to make sure you add the darks. When you're shooting bright, you got to make sure you add the darks. When you're shooting darks, you got to make sure you add the lights. Both challenges can be tough. You did a really good job through here. You got a little bit brighter background in here. You got a little bit of darker background over here. So you got a nice gradient that keeps the eye moving. Very, very cool. I think from a product standpoint, we're losing the IT of we're losing this KitchenAid thing here.
Yep.
That's where, even if it's a small card over here about this big, you know.
Yep.
Run in there just to get this label to light up. Yeah. 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 Other than that, very nice. Really nice.
Thank you.
How long did it take you?
I don't know, I was down in the garage for probably 3 or 4 hours.
Right. Yeah. They're
just
not easy to do.
No.
No. Good job though. I love how you powered through it, man. Got a good shot. Jerry.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Jerry. How are you?
Pretty good.
All right. Do you have let's look at you behind the scenes if you've got one here. Okay. Big soft light through Scrim.
Yeah, it's actually a sheet.
Okay. And then got a white card over here.
Yeah.
Grabbing this light, bounce it down over the top. Now, when I look at your shot, I see a vignette. Is that post?
No, actually, what I ended up doing was I kind of felt that the light was too even, so I actually put black flags just in behind the sheet.
Oh, okay.
Just to reduce it a little bit.
Yeah, if you hadn't done this, I think I would have very much agreed that the light was just a little flat and boring. You really sort of souped it up a little bit. I love your little shadows. They're very light. There's still texture in there. They got a nice wide fall off. Looks really good. Looks really good. Here's what I would probably tell you to do is to get in there and doing that dodge and burn thing that I like to do with the new layer. You saw me do it a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'd go in there and lighten up like that card and that card and that card just a little bit. I think I'd probably play with the highlights on the teacup right there. Highlights on these flowers. Maybe bring that one up a little bit. Highlight there. Same with this button, a little bit of highlight. All the buttons, maybe just a tad of highlight. Bring that highlight out. Bring that out a little bit there. Coming over here, I'd probably darken this just a little bit down through there, and then bring the highlight out on the ribbon there, the tape measure. Being very, very careful to not overdo it. You know, we're not talking about making it bright. We're talking about just sparkling it a tiny bit. Yeah,
like
cool.
A third of a stop.
Huh?
Like maybe a third of a stop.
Oh, way less. Way
Okay.
less. Yeah, way less. Just, you know, if I had my brush, I'd probably do one, maybe two brushes at 10% and be done with it. So yeah, not much at all.
What's your thoughts then on the composition?
Say it again.
What's your thoughts on the composition?
Okay, the composition
it's the first time I've ever done anything
works really well
like this.
You did what I call a dynamic composition. This one, this guy's in front of that guy's in front of the picture, this guy's in front of that. This tape measure goes up in front of the book's in front of that book, which is in front of that book. All this stuff all the way down here. The only place it gets a little hinky is with the buttons. We have the space between the buttons. I would have told you to put them right in here and let them overlap themselves as well, like a little stack, because everything else in here is very dynamic. I love it like this, like teacup breaks through the plate, the teacup handle breaks through the cards. There's just like no place on here that you don't have this dynamic look. Maybe I've taken this plant, moved it up a little bit so that leaf there would go over. But overall, really, really good. I don't think the buttons down here ruin your shot at all. I just would say that I probably would have had you make a little more of a stack of them, or a little like pile of them where they were overlapping something. Maybe that picture right there, and then one over here and one here, and like something like that. Did you do the buttons last?
No, actually, I changed the plant last, and I put the tea in last as well.
Okay. How close to the, and by the way, awesome bubbles in the tea. How long into the compositional process did you do the buttons?
Part of the way in.
Okay. What it looks to me like is that you had a space here and we're trying to fill in that space.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't think you needed to. Really don't think you needed to. I think just get those buttons up around here and you'll be fine. Looks good. You shot with an 1855 at 32. Thank you. Light looks great. Looks great. Well done. Handheld?
Thank you. No, it was on a tripod.
Tripod, good. They got to be on a tripod.
Yeah, it was focus stacked as well. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Get in here and get rid of all those previous marks. There we go. Oops. Oh, come on. Hold on, guys. Got to figure out how to get out. Oh, that right here. That's why it looks the way it does. That's cool. Something in my brain was saying, what's going on? What's going on? That's what it is. Very nice. Focus stacking. Yeah, very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you pop it up a little bit, stick it into Facebook and tag me so I can see it. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, very good. And
Thank you.
Guess we reached the end of our rope here.
I'm here, Don.
What's
It's
that?
Sophie.
Sophie?
I'm Sophie. Hi, Don.
Hi.
Yes, that pile of white stuff. Scroll down. Yeah, there. Next to the, yes, that thing.
Now, what is this?
It's the leftovers of the protection tape you put when you're about to paint your walls.
Okay.
And I don't know, to me it created something, I don't know. I thought they were beautiful, so I kept them forever to finally take a photo of it.
Well, it's very interesting. It looks like a plant. It looks like it's a living organism, but it's plastic, right?
You know, it's that tape you put around the edges when you're painting. It's that.
Masking tape.
Oh, thank you. Masking tape. Yeah.
That's very cool. And the big window light to the side?
To the right, yeah. And but I feel it's lacking a little something, the photo. I don't know if it's because I chose black and white, and because the masking tape is like a beige color and the paint was white.
I would almost bump the contrast. Sophie, did you ever print in black and white?
Did what?
Did you ever print old-time printing, black and white prints?
Yes.
Do you remember the number 5 paper?
Right.
You got like white, you got black, and a hint of grays.
Okay.
I might push you that way. Make it even more abstract than it is.
Okay.
Go for a really high contrast black and white.
Okay.
And that may not work at all. So, but try it. See what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very good. And lens is
105.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's not cropped. There's 0 cropping on the.
That's just it, right there.
That's just it. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. See what a higher contrast will do, and we'll take a look at it if you tag me.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good. I want to thank you guys. Wow, great stuff. I knew when I was thinking about doing this class that we would get some good stuff. I got to tell you, I'm pretty knocked out. Our next assignment, bonus assignment number 9, is a concept image. That is a red balloon. One red balloon. Sophie's probably laughing because she knows I love this assignment. I just love this assignment.
I love it too. I was just about to say, because I'm back at work now and stuff, so I was like, okay, no more assignments. And just before I was waiting, I saw the red balloon and I was like, I got to do that one.
Well, one of the things now, and this you have to do with the French people a lot. It's not 99 red balloons, Sophie. It's 1 red balloon.
Okay.
We're not doing the 99 Luftwaffe or whatever that thing was, but 1 red balloon. If you are so locked down where you are, and I know some people like in Illinois, they said they promised in Illinois that you will be unlocked and out of the home by mid-2035. So hang in there, folks. You'll be fine. But other than that, if you're out, if you cannot get a red balloon, it's okay. A blue balloon, yellow balloon, whatever. But the point of it is that the point of the image is the red balloon. We have this figure here, but she's turned away from us. So the red balloon really takes it up. It's a concept shot. There's no right or wrong. There's not a good or great. Some of these shots, I just love these shots. These are from former students in the Project 52, because we give this every year. It's one of my favorite assignments. So 1 red balloon. Any questions?
No, I remember this one, Don.
Question, Don.
Yeah.
Does it have to be inflatable or inflated?
It does not say.
Okay.
Doesn't
So
say. If you're asking me, has anyone ever done a deflated red balloon? Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Don, does it have to be on the tabletop or it could be outside?
It can be anywhere.
Anywhere.
But this is a tabletop class, so that's it. But this is a concept shot, so if you want to shoot it in the home, outside, wherever you want to do it is just fine.
Don, I struggled with this assignment the first 2 times I did it in 52. I'm going to struggle with it more this time, I'm sure. Ah!
I don't think my wife's going to let me use cupcakes again, Don.
Well, just think, and who was it? Was it Eileen that asked if it had to be a tabletop?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Just imagine how many cool tabletop shots you can do with an inflated red balloon.
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
it doesn't have to be outside. Now, when this assignment was given to these folks, there was no tabletop. We weren't. Here's a tabletop right here. This is actually a tabletop as well. We weren't locked down or anything, so you can definitely make a tabletop with a red balloon.
Doesn't have to be a single red balloon either, does it?
One red balloon.
Or just one? Okay.
Yep, just one. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your week.
Pass you
Thank you, Don.
Sharing your time with me. We'll see you
Don.
next
Thank
time.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.